We're embarking on a quest to unravel one of the most intriguing mysteries of the human mind: genius-level intelligence. Have you ever gazed at the stars, those distant suns, and pondered whether your own mind harbors the same spark of brilliance that ignited the minds of Einstein, Marie Curie, or Leonardo da Vinci? Stick around and learn the 6 telltale signs that just might reveal the genius lurking within you. Get ready to unlock your hidden potential. Let's face it, genius isn't about acing every standardized test. It's about seeing the world and its problems from a completely different vantage point. Imagine you're presented with a jigsaw puzzle. Most people see a jumbled mess, right? But a genius, they see beyond the chaos. They instinctively understand that every piece has a specific place in the grand scheme of things. Think about Einstein. He didn't just revolutionize physics by memorizing equations. He looked at the universe with childlike wonder, questioning everything. That's the mark of a genius, the ability to bend the rules and find elegant solutions. It's about seeing what no one else has dared to see before, challenging assumptions and fearlessly exploring uncharted intellectual territories. Remember, the most complex problems often have the simplest solutions, and a true genius, they have an uncanny knack for finding those hidden pathways. They see the forest for the trees, the symphony in the silence. Their minds connect the dots, creating a tapestry of knowledge. So, the next time you're faced with a challenge, don't just look for the obvious answer. Ask yourself, what would a genius do? Challenge yourself to think differently, and you might just surprise yourself with the brilliance of your own solutions. Now let's talk about creativity, the lifeblood of genius. It's not just about painting a masterpiece or composing a symphony. Creativity is about thinking divergently, making unexpected connections. It's about looking at a paperclip and seeing 1,000 different possibilities. Think about Leonardo da Vinci, a painter, sculptor, inventor, and more. Talk about a Renaissance man. His genius flowed freely between art, science, and technology. He saw the human body as a machine and a work of art. He studied birds to design flying machines ahead of their time. His notebooks inspire awe and wonder today. Creativity transcends boundaries and challenges perceptions. It's about seeing the world as a canvas for your imagination. Embrace the unknown and the seemingly impossible. Creativity is a muscle that can be developed. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. So, don't be afraid to experiment and take risks. Embrace your inner child with boundless curiosity. You never know what masterpiece you might create. True genius lies in having the courage to break the rules. Now, let's talk about a trait that's absolutely fundamental to genius: an insatiable curiosity, a burning desire to know, to understand, to unravel the mysteries of the universe. Geniuses are like intellectual explorers, constantly charting new territories of knowledge, always asking why and how. They're never content with superficial answers, always digging deeper, seeking the underlying principles that govern the world around them. Think about Marie Curie. Her relentless pursuit of knowledge led her to discover 2 new elements, polonium and radium, and pioneer research in radioactivity, a field that would revolutionize medicine and physics. She wasn't afraid to challenge the scientific dogma of her time, to push the boundaries of what was known and explore the uncharted territories of the atom. This is the power of curiosity. It fuels our thirst for knowledge. It drives us to explore, to experiment, to question. It's the engine that propels us beyond the familiar and into the realm of the unknown. And the beautiful thing about curiosity is that it's contagious. The more you learn, the more you realize how much you don't know, and the more you want to learn. It's a virtuous cycle that can lead you down endless paths of discovery. So, if you find yourself constantly asking questions, if you're fascinated by the world around you, if you can't resist the allure of a good mystery, congratulations, you're on the right track. Embrace your curiosity, nurture it, let it guide you. You never know what amazing discoveries await you on the other side of that next question. Remember, the universe is a vast and wondrous place filled with endless possibilities for exploration and discovery. And the most important tool you have at your disposal is your own innate curiosity. Now, let's dive into a characteristic that's often overlooked when we think about genius: self-awareness. Geniuses aren't just brilliant minds, they're also incredibly introspective. They possess a deep understanding of their own strengths and weaknesses, their motivations and aspirations. They're able to step outside of themselves to observe their own thought processes with a detached objectivity. They're constantly analyzing their own thinking, looking for biases, identifying areas for improvement. Think about Socrates, who famously said, "The unexamined life is not worth living." He believed that true wisdom began with self-knowledge, with understanding our own beliefs, values, and motivations. And he was right. Without self-awareness, we're like ships adrift at sea, tossed about by the winds of our emotions and the currents of our unconscious biases. But with self-awareness, we become the captains of our own destinies, steering our lives with intention and purpose. This ability to introspect, to analyze one's own thoughts and feelings, is crucial for growth and development. It allows us to identify our blind spots, to challenge our own assumptions, and to become more objective in our thinking. So, take the time to get to know yourself. Reflect on your experiences, examine your beliefs, explore your motivations. The more you understand yourself, the better equipped you'll be to navigate the complexities of life and to make decisions that are aligned with your values and goals. Remember, the journey of self-discovery is a lifelong pursuit. But it's a journey well worth taking, for it's in the depths of our own being that we often discover our greatest strengths and our most profound insights. Now let's talk about a fascinating aspect of genius, the ability to see patterns, to connect the dots where others see only randomness. Geniuses have an uncanny knack for spotting relationships, for identifying underlying structures and systems in the world around them. They're like master detectives, piecing together clues, noticing subtle details that others miss, and constructing elegant theories that explain the world in new and insightful ways. Think about Isaac Newton. Legend has it that he developed his theory of gravity after observing an apple falling from a tree. Now, countless people had seen apples fall before Newton, but he was the one who saw beyond the simple act of falling. He saw a pattern, a force at work, a universal law governing the motion of objects. This ability to see patterns is essential for making sense of the world. It allows us to predict future outcomes, to understand complex systems, and to make informed decisions. And the good news is that this skill can be developed. By paying attention to details, by looking for connections, by questioning our assumptions, we can train our minds to become more adept at recognizing patterns. So start paying attention to the world around you. Look for patterns in nature, in human behavior, in the stock market, in anything that piques your interest. The more you practice, the better you'll become at spotting those subtle connections that often hold the key to understanding. Remember, the world is full of hidden patterns waiting to be discovered. And with a little bit of curiosity and a keen eye for detail, you might just unlock some of its most fascinating secrets. Finally, let's address a characteristic that's often associated with genius: unconventionality. Geniuses are not afraid to think differently, to challenge the status quo, to question long-held beliefs. They see the world through a different lens, and they're not afraid to share their unique perspective, even if it means going against the grain. Think about Galileo Galilei. He dared to challenge the geocentric model of the universe, which placed Earth at the center, even though it contradicted the teachings of the Church. His observations with the telescope led him to embrace the heliocentric model, with the sun at the center, a revolutionary idea that forever changed our understanding of the cosmos. This willingness to think outside the box, to challenge conventional wisdom, is what drives progress. It's what allows us to break free from outdated modes of thinking and to embrace new ideas, new possibilities. Of course, not everyone who thinks differently is a genius, but geniuses are often those who are willing to embrace their own unique perspectives, even when those perspectives challenge the norm. So don't be afraid to be different. Don't be afraid to question the way things are. Don't be afraid to come up with your own ideas, even if they seem crazy at first. Remember, the greatest minds in history were often the ones who dared to think differently, to see the world in a new light. And who knows, maybe your unconventional thinking will be the spark that ignites the next great revolution. So there you have it, fellow explorers. 6 signs that you might just have genius-level intelligence lurking within you. Remember, genius is not about being born with some extraordinary gift. It's about cultivating your curiosity, nurturing your creativity, and embracing your unique way of seeing the world. If you enjoyed this journey into the fascinating realm of genius, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more mind-expanding content. And be sure to let us know in the comments below. Do you think you have any of these signs? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, keep those minds curious, Keep exploring, and never stop questioning the universe and your place within it.